A great Tuesday morning. And it is the beginning of Ramadan. And it's Tuesday. Is it just a mere coincidence that the beginning of Ramadan starts on Taco Tuesday? I think not. It's a beautiful day in Brownsville, Texas. Beautiful day in Brownsville, Texas. Oh, won't you be? Why don't you be? Oh, won't you be? My neighbor. And let's give a little bit of time for La Raza to pop in. Uh, Good morning, Alea. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful day outside. It's doesn't feel overly hot. It is a little bit on the cloudy side, and it's just like one of those days that you expect de repente que caiga la lluvia, o como se dice lluvia en alemán, Gotteskein, 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 Gotteskein. Y'all didn't know I knew all these languages, right? Gotteskein is rain in German. Gotteskein. Good morning, Enrique. Bendiciones for you as well. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Erasmo. May you have a blessed day. You too, Nancy. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Good to see you this morning. Good morning. Good morning, Hector, my man. Good morning, handsome. It's true. I'm handsome. Too handsome. Sometimes for my own good, but I'm learning to cope with it because I have no other choice. I'm going to be handsome for very, 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 very a long time. Good morning, Mom. Miss you. Good morning, Richard, my man. Good song. Good morning, brother. You did an awesome last night. Thank you, man. Last night we did have the first of this week's interviews and forum. Last night I was invited by uh, Mr. Emilio Barrera, who now runs este Geezers of Cameron County, and it's a pretty cool show. He does a great, great job as he keeps the conversation going, and I greatly appreciated that last night he did share with me his platform, and we were able to discuss a lot of the yearns and concerns for a lot of our folk here in Cameron County, specifically in Brownsville, Texas, where I find myself running for city commissioner. Place B. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it, Armando. Good seeing you yesterday. Yes, let me tell you, I ran into Rani at Wally World. Wally World. It was kind of a quick little trip. I hate going to that Walmart just because I have to cross through Boca Chica. Hate that I have to go to that Walmart, but it was the closest Walmart, and it was the only one that had a certain car wax that a friend of mine wanted. I don't wax my car. Um, I don't wash my car. A lot of you that have been close to my car know that I don't wash or clean it. Now, actually, there's a lot of folks sometimes that are, come around and ask to wash your car. So I do it because I'm a humanitarian. When I say that I wash my clothes and clean my house, it actually means that somebody else was hired to do it. And sometimes I actually pay these folks. Sometimes, not all the time. Woo! It's good to be the cheese. Good morning, good morning, Anelda de la Rocha. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and they mentioned your name, Nelda, And I said, "Oh yeah, she's nuts." But let me tell you, there's one thing that my people here in Brownsville should know about Erasmo Castro is that he does well with a lot of nuts because I guess that sounded kind of wrong because I'm a nutty person as well. We all have our little quirks, you know. As the That's what makes us unique, I think. Let me say that okay, I tend to be different. I have very little emotions and feelings. As crazy as it may sound, I'm a giggler. I laugh at most things that come our way, but my level of emotions are very much in control. I have very little feelings. I know that sounds kind of weird. It's true. I don't let a lot of things topple me over. And for that, I guess individuals might think, Erasmo está loco. A little bit. Good morning, Norma. Good morning. Good morning. Ilda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is it wrong to be attracted to a cougar in her 50s? Asking for a friend? Not at all. Let me tell you, I've seen some beautiful women at 50, at 60. Let me tell you guys, beautiful women. And I think a lot of individuals are so fixed on age and so fixed on outward beauty. Sometimes we were talking about this yesterday because let me tell you guys, I know a lot of beautiful uh, beautiful individuals that are not that no tienen el six pack. You know, they're not gorgeous Miss America type of individuals. You know, they a little bit on the heavy side, or you know. But let me tell you, beautiful individuals, and I'm not just talking about the inside, guys. Beautiful, and you know, there's kind of this, and for some of us, we're very fortunate that no matter how we are, we're just handsome as heck, and I that's the category that I fall under. I'm just deadly handsome. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, is that you know, I think everyone has that blessing to be who they want to be, and be somewhat. And I'm not you know doing political talk here because there's some people out there that need not be taking that many selfies. But, but more power to them. Is that no? I'm just teasing. No, but guys, but there's a lot of individuals. And we were talking about this yesterday. You know that a lot of people shouldn't lose weight. You know, a lot of people shouldn't lose weight for the exterior. If they're losing weight because of health reasons, more power to you. But a lot of individuals, they look so beautiful cuando están rellenitos, rellenitos, chonchitos, chonchitos, chonchitos. My take. Good morning, Erasmo. Have a great day. You too, Joe. Have a beautiful day. Is the fire department still giving out homebone people vaccine? Yes, they are. And let me say, guys, one of the things that we've learned for this week is that our fire department is slated to get thousands of vaccines this week. Also, Cameron County, guys, is going to receive some 30,000 vaccines or something of the sorts. It's going to be a huge number. So, guys, please, anyone that is homebound, anyone that is unable to attend to leave their home, guys, because of some disability or age, guys, please contact our local fire department and ask to sign up. Ask to sign up to have the vaccine placed at home. And again, great job, Brownsville firefighters, man. Great job. Greatly appreciate it. Good morning, a mudslingers. You wanted to get me in trouble last night. It's what you wanted to do. Mike. Yesterday you mentioned something about not making payments to PUB online. Why? What I said is remove yourself from auto pay. You know, I pay my bill online. I pay my bill every month because I get this text message and I pay. O sea, what I hope that people uh, do is remove themselves from auto pay. Make sure that you go over the bill before they automatically just take it out of your account. And the reason is I truly believe that individuals that have auto pay, they don't get their meters read. You're basically saying, sure, I trust you. So PUB is going to go like, oh, these people trust us. So why do we have to go out there and read their meter? So I would suggest remove yourselves from auto pay, where they automatically just take your funds, and just get alerts every time it's time to pay your bill. That's the way I do it. I get a text message every month that says, this is your increased electricity bill. Because again, my electricity bill went up $40, 30, $40. No me acuerdo. It went up like 30, $40, guys. And again, you can come to my office, guys. It's not like I'm having every apparatus on here going at full speed. It's crazy, guys. So yeah, my recommendation and suggestion is for everyone to remove themselves from auto pay. Do not let them take money from your account, because they will get comfortable with taking money from your account. PUB es una tranza, bro. Tranza gacha. Buenos días al más guapo de Brownsville. It's true. Good morning, Jimmy. Guys, this is the man to vote for in PIISD elections, guys. Jimmy Vela. Love you, Baba. Good morning, Linda Lopez. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Cheesecake. Good morning, Cheesecake. Good morning, Muffin. Muffin, Cheesecake. Love you, Baba. Eccentric is the best way to describe you, my friend. I am different. I am a little bit strange, but strange is good, guys. Again, I dress different from most people here. I fight different from people down here. I love my people down here. How did it go at Tent City? Did Pastor show up? No lifing. No, let me say that one of the things that I was very cautious in is not overstepping certain privacy issues. But let me say, Hector, I did ask Pastor Brian to come on the show and help share his story in regards of what work that they're doing. And let me say, guys, I did have a conversation with Pastor Brian and his wife. Again, very, very passionate individuals. And I applaud that, guys. I literally applaud that. And I appreciate the invitation, guys. I don't know if he thought that I wasn't going to show up, because he was sending me reminders like 11 o'clock, right? 11 o'clock. And I'm going like, yeah, bro. I said I'm going. And if I say I'm going, I am going to go, unless something unforeseeable like an accident or something happened. But let me say, very well received, and did have great conversations with Pastor Brian and his wife, and former Mayor Pat Ahumada, who showed up to record, voice record, which is, I understand. They want to make sure that they have it. And again, let me say this. And he says, do you mind if I record the conversation? And I said, of course not. And I appreciate that. And I understand that the reason that former Mayor or Mayor Pat Ahumada wanted to record is because he didn't want us saying something that we hadn't had a conversation on. O sea, none of this. That's not what he said. So they had the recording. But one of the things that I've made mention, guys, because that's one of the things that came up, and I think I've shared this with y'all before. One time, while a board member, one of La Pingüinas, Minerva Asquerosa Peña, one of her recommendations to me was, Erasmo, you have to be careful, and you have to understand that from now on, everything that you say, it's going to be taken. So you have to pretend like you are being recorded at all times. And I said, pretend, Minerva, I don't give a rat's behind if I'm recorded 24/7. I have absolutely nothing to hide. And again, that is the type of life that most politicians lead. They are nowhere transparent. They speak with a forked tongue. That's the right expression, right? A forked tongue. And let me say, guys, so no, I didn't mind being recorded at all. I was able to take some pictures. I did not take pictures of where individuals slept, their dwellings. And actually, I was a little bit on the reserve side in regards to seeing a lot of the little tents, and not for any other reason, guys, but individuals, reside there, actually had the blessing, guys, to speak, well, to visit with an individual who was a cancer survivor out there. Again, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to again share information in regards to diagnosis or who this individual was, but one of the things that Pastor Brian goes, he mentioned, this is her house, this is her home. And let me tell you guys, I respect that, guys. So, in no way, shape, or form did I take pictures of the insides of the little tents out there. I thought it was inappropriate, guys. And I didn't take pictures looking at the area where the tents were at. With that said, guys, one of the things that Pastor Brian said is that anyone has any doubts or any concerns are more than welcome to stop by Tent City, guys. Stop by Tent City and visit with Pastor Brian. So anyone that wants to reach out, please reach out. And if you're curious enough in regards to the safety, the well-being of the individuals out there, more power to you. With that said, guys, my stance has not changed. Tent City should not be there. Has not changed. Has not been there. And again, I shared this with Pastor Brian. I said, Pastor Brian, it's just the location. It should be somewhere else, and the city should help provide some area on the outskirts of the city, on certain buildings that we already own, and provide those to rent them out to Red Wagon Ministries if need be. But guys, there has been absolutely no intervention from the city of Brownsville. That's just very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And what struck me was that Pastor Brian made mention that a lot of the different agencies here in the city of Brownsville and in Cameron County would personally go out there and drop off individuals to stay at Tent City, guys. And let me say, guys, if we're using of their generosity, their hospitality, or their ministry, guys, we need to provide as a city. And again, guys, please understand my stance. I personally don't think that Tent City should be there where it's at. Don't like it there at all. I mean, no ins or outs about it, guys. But since we as a city nos estamos sirviendo from Tent City, because we are, guys. Again, Pastor Brian shared that the city of Brownsville police department, that probations, parole individuals would drop off individuals there, then we need to provide, guys. So we can't expect to have a win-win for everything. We have to pay. Muy buenos días, primeramente. Gracias, Vicente. Vincent. That's a beautiful fish. I've gotten to know that the people you really care about are the only ones that can get to you sometimes. Sometimes. Let me say, my family knows. My emotions and feelings are most of the time non-existent. My family knows. Little Red Wagon Hood's video is dedicated to our neighbors on Polk Street. We hear you and care about you. Fight on. Very much so. Say my name, say my name, say my name, say my name. Te estaban ardiendo las orejas ayer porque I did mention we were talking to a friend of ours, a mutual friend. Can you give me that number again? The number for the fire department. Hector. I'd have to go look it up. But if you have Google, Papa, do a Google search. If not, just let me finish the show and then I'll look it up for you. Like the discussion last night, seems you and your viewers are more in tune with the issues facing the city versus the city officials we elected. And you know what, Linda? And part of the thing is, and again, guys, we all don't always have to agree. We all don't have to agree on a lot of the issues out there, but the passion needs to be there. And let me say, You all know, Linda. I love Mike Pineapple, and he knows it. I love that man. Love him to death. I love John White. Love him and his family to death, guys. And again, I don't say it just to say it. They know, and we don't agree on everything. Mike and I didn't agree on some of the content of last night's conversation, guys. It's okay. I don't love him any less. I'm not like, oh, right now we're mortal enemies. And I say that because the other day someone went out there and said, like, oh, Erasmo, you're upset at Manny. I'm like, don't even remember being upset with Manny ever. I mean, I might have at some point, but I don't remember being upset with him at all, ever. And again, and they say, well, he made a comment. Again, guys, we don't have to agree on everything, and we may lash out at each other every now and then, guys. It doesn't mean that we're enemies to the death. And that's one of the things that I've actually noticed here in the city of Brownsville with los políticos. Here with the políticos is you're their enemy today, you're their enemy for life. And that doesn't make sense. It's childish. It's childish because let me say, folks, uh, we could be enemies today. We could dislike each other to the point that we fight, whatever you want, guys. It doesn't mean that tomorrow we can't sit down and have a cup of coffee and have open discussion. And let me tell you, I've had huge fights with a lot of individuals here that I appreciate greatly. And I'll share some names. I've had fights with like Zeke Silva. I think a lot of people know that. But I've always considered Zeke a friend. And, we get off our little hump and then we come back and friends. Carlos Elizondo. Guys, I ran against Carlos Elizondo. Guys, we don't have to always agree. We sometimes may be at opposite sides of the ring, guys. Doesn't mean that we're enemies for life. And Carlos me quiere demasiado. He doesn't, but it's okay. Buenos días, buenos días. ¡Hey, Vicente, papá! No te había visto, papá. Love you. Older women take care of themselves more than young girls today do. Plus, the plastic surgery helps. What I don't get is these young girls getting plastic surgery. I think the problem with a lot of young girls is that a lot of young girls getting plastic surgery, guys, is that it's not going to acomodarse bien as individuals get older. So what happens is they're going to have to get more plastic surgery later on. And look, guys, hey, I understand if you're I don't know, 54, and want to get a little touch up here and touch up there, more power to you. But don't start at an early age. The Cougars love me. I can see why, Daniel. Let me tell you, good looking guy there. Buenos dias, Chief Royal. Nice. Love you, Baba. Good morning, Call of Duty Pro. Good morning to you. Guys, I got 39 people watching on YouTube and only 8 thumbs up. Click on that sucker, guys, please. Please. Make sure you like or dislike that page. It has to have some type of thing. Es un robo como una mafia. Es un robo de lo peor, Vladimir. Ay, cómo me encanta el nombre Vladimir. Vladimir. I like it because it makes you vibrate your lips. Vladimir. Vladimir. Me encanta el nombre. Vladimir, Vladimir, Vladimir. I love that name. Vladimir, Vladimir. I like the humming. I like the vibration. Vibrations rock. Who has the best cheesecake in Brownsville? That's hard. I've had good cheesecakes at the Event Cake Center on Pablo Quisel. Linda's Bakery on Boca Chica. Or is it Linda's Bakery, the one back? No, Linda's Bakery on Elizabeth Street. What Juani's. I think it's Juani's Bakery on Boca Chica. Is that right, guys? Don't get me started on the homeless again. Erasmo, los solares también serán un robo. No, pero son muy costosos y supuestamente, si entiendo bien el proceso, después de 10 años quedan inservibles. Jimmy! I'm sad that Manuel's in PI closed their door. Oh, Manuel's is the breakfast place, right? With great folks. Jimmy, bring back Manuel's. Jimmy, you have the power, Jimmy. Bring back Manuel's, bro. That's the place that had the tortillas, right? The Mexican food. That was like iconic, no? For a PI, Jimmy. What's up with Johnson and Johnson? Accuse. CDC went out there and slowed the distribution of the Johnson and Johnson vaccine after 6 individuals as they started to get blood clots. Let me tell you guys, blood clots are a very, very serious thing. People could die from blood clots. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. So they halted the distribution. CDC and the FDA now halted the distribution of Johnson and Johnson for further testing. I don't know if I'm concerned for myself. I think a lot of you have already made mention that I did take the Johnson and Johnson vaccine first, and then I got the Pfizer vaccine. So, but as of yet, again, no side effects, no nothing in regards to it. Yeah, that's why I figured it was vaccine. Very nice of them to ask if you mind being recorded. Texas is a one-party consent state, meaning you can be recording the conversation asking for one person, and the conversation consents. Person recording can consent. Yeah, 100%. Let me say again, I thought it was a courtesy. Thought it was nice. I didn't care. They could have been filming us, and I still would have been okay. Guys, I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I think that's one of the other anomalies by myself and other individuals who opt to run for office. Guys, I hide nothing. Nothing. Seeing money going down the drain on Alton Glore contractor repaying bike lane, all Alton Glore from military highway to expressway that is hardly used, only bike lanes, not the streets. Some damn good cookie. Guys, I still don't understand. Again, I love the bike lanes, guys. Love the bike lanes. I still don't understand why this city is so hell bent in prioritizing our bike lanes, guys. I mean, honestly, I don't get it. I just don't get it, guys. I don't get why they are so hell bent, guys. Hell bent on spending on pissing away our cash on those bike lanes, guys. Thank you to those that came by and picked up shirts yesterday, guys. Pick up your shirts. I love them. Negative. We the people. Silent no more. Thank you to everyone that picked them up yesterday, guys. Pick them up today at 1240 East Madison Street, Brownsville, Texas. Pick up your shirts. Pick up your shirts. Pick up your shirts. Pick up your shirts. Good morning, Erasmo, bendiciones, Marco Garibay. Is the person who owns the tent city property aware that they are now his tenants? Did the city even advise the owner, or its city property just seems chaotic? Um, I think individuals who that might own that piece of property, they wanted to rent it out to anyone. That place used to be a pizza joint and also was a small little restaurant at one point. I actually ate there one time. It was some good stuff. With that said, guys, with that said, Not a good thing. Uh, it hadn't been rented for years, I would say. So I think the individuals that owned it wanted to get something out of it. Good morning, daughter. Have a wonderful day. Just pretend sitting in one of the unused schools. See, now that's an amazing idea, guys. Resaca Elementary is right there on the expressway, guys. That is an amazing, amazing idea. City of Brownsville, start getting eminent domain and make Resaca into a project for the homeless. You have a kitchen, you have a cafeteria, you have these portables out there, these classrooms, convert them into bedrooms. Good morning, Quesita, Jenny, hermosa. Good morning, good morning, Javier, mi compa, ¿cómo estás? Don't start at an early age like Erasmo's age. Es cierto. Yeah, guys, don't be getting plastic surgery at a young age. Wait at least till you're a little bit older, like 54. Us that are 32, guys, shouldn't be out there getting plastic surgery. Manuel's was great. We still have the amazing giant tortillas at Mexiquito and Isabel's. Manuel's had its own unique taste, though. It will be missed. That's the breakfast place, right, Jimmy? I actually went there, I think, once or twice. Blood clots. So far, six people out of, yeah, 6.8 million. Yeah, six out of 6.8 million. You're right. With that said, sorry, guys. I think that the individuals, guys, uh, the CDC wanted to make sure that uh, stick a little bit more of testing. 6 out of 6, 7 million, guys, seems like minimal. It doesn't feel that way for the family members of the six individuals and the six individuals. Again, not trying to justify the stop of it, just stating what happened. Shua, shua. ¿Qué estás haciendo en Dallas, Texas? ¿Y por qué no me llevaste? El que nada debe, nada teme. Record away. You can record me 24 hours a day. You can come into my office, guys, and you can record anything I'm saying at any time. You can record me anywhere. Don't care. The only side effect you've gotten from taking both Johnson and Johnson and Pfizer is looking way younger than you actually are. Right? I don't know what it was, but I attribute some of my great looks to having taken both vaccines, the Johnson and Johnson and the Pfizer. It could be. It could be. Good morning, a cat at Hermosa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Move them all to Casa Nylon. That would just be poetic justice. I did hear Commissioner Nice, and I didn't have a chance to see the form. I'm going to go watch it today. I did. I think that I did hear Commissioner Nice say that they were still looking at Casa de Nylon building for an entrepreneur type of hub. It's not true. It's not true. It's a big lie. A big, bold face lie. You don't get the bike lanes? Look at Gowan's Facebook. She's a cycling nut who I'm sure has friends, including business owners, who benefit from bikers. Like JT's Cycling. I'm willing to bet Erasmo Scooter that JT Cycling is a donor. Why my scooter? Um, it's crazy, guys. They're trying to make the cycling thing fit for everyone here in the city of Brownsville. Guys, it's not our thing. Just because she likes cycling, she wants everybody else to like cycling. I don't see her, guys, doing a lot of cycling, guys. Have you seen Rose Gowan? No one has. inaccessible to everyone. Schools no longer in service would be proper shelter. Yes, that is a better idea. The maintenance would be another issue, along with utilities and personnel. Well, at the end of the day, guys, is that it would be a great place to, enclose individuals and start dealing with the mental health aspects of it. I'm sure that tropical Texas and what's that one? The one in Padap, that's the drug abuse center, but also the one in Palmer, in Harlingen, would chomp at the bit to provide some type of services for individuals who are having mental issues, who find themselves homeless on the streets, guys. But this way, you'd have everyone there. Erasmo, ¿usted sabe si van a contribuir en HEB en la Morrison? Eh, Tengo ya tiempo, Vladimir, que estoy oyendo ese dicho que iban a construir otro HEB en la Morrison enseguida del Home Depot, en la propiedad grande que está allí. No se me ha confirmado, pero sí he oído varias personas mencionar ese acontecimiento. ¿Sucederá? No sé. What does Swaswa mean? General Swaswa, again, it is a city in Nuevo León. Actually, a city that I've been to. Early on, we joked about how I love the name of the city, Swaswa, Swaswa, Swaswa. Me encanta Swaswa. So we had some viewers come on from Swaswa, Nuevo León. They haven't seen them in a while, but they would come on and say hi to us. Y yo decía, saludos a Sergio desde Swaswa, Nuevo León, Swaswa. Swaswa. I just love the way it sounds. Swaswa. If I see her riding a bike, I have a bumper with her. Such lies. They have been saying city will convert the nylon building to small businesses, and yet we wait. So convenient. Now closer to election time, they promise what they have yet to deliver. Linda's 100% right, guys. Let me say this. This about uh, the Casa de Nylon being an entrepreneur hub. I mean, has been in the works for years. I would dare say 3 years, guys. And we have had absolutely nothing there, guys, except it being a homeless shelter or a wall where individuals who are donating plasma for cash could lean against while they wait their turn. And Jessica Puente, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks, Erasmo, for having me on. So I had an early morning meeting this morning, so
That's
but I'm
awesome.
here.
It's awesome. Let me say one of the things, and we're talking about yesterday during the forum, and I don't know if you had the chance to see the forum with Mr. Velez, Alberto Velez, and Commissioner Ben Nish. One of the questions that was asked to our individuals out there, to Commissioner Nish, was in regards to Casa de Naila. Well, I'm sorry, he actually brought it up in a question for economic development. And he made mention that the Casa de Nylon building was going to be converted into a entrepreneur hub for individuals that were interested in becoming entrepreneurs.
Right. That's what they had promised 2 years ago, and I will say that it was promised conveniently during the campaign season. I remember I was running on something similar and said, "Hey, other cities, major cities do this. They walk their new budding business owners, local business owners through the process with a caseworker to try to get them, to facilitate them opening up their business." So you'd walk in, say, "Hey, I want to start a business." They would walk you through business planning. They would help you file the paperwork. and then with your case manager, they make sure that it get done in a timely manner. So it's basically they're your guide, right? Your mentor, your professor, so to speak. And that was promised during campaign season. It was almost, I personally thought it was like, man, are they like trying to like, what do they say, steal my thunder? But okay, whatever. I mean, I'm all for it. And here we are 2 years later, still waiting for that dream to happen. Let's see what Mike has. Mike, did Mike change his name?
Uh, um, Mike actually had is just recently out of Facebook jail. That's why we had
Oh,
Don Pineapple substituting for Mike Pineapple. But Mike,
oh, got it, got it.
no, but let me say you're right, Jessica. I just made mention of it that it was something that was brought 2 3 years ago. But you're right, it was 2 years ago, guys. It's not going to happen. One of the things that concerns me though. It sounds real pretty, Jessica. It sounds very very pretty for candidates for office to say, "Hey, this is what we're going to do with it," and they've done absolutely nothing with it. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I'm still hopeful that it does get done. Whether it's this current commission or the new commission, economic development, that's something that we have to move toward. And I think that one of the biggest complaints that people have in regards to economic development in Brownsville is how slow the wheels turn in Brownsville. And compared to, and we used to say compared to McAllen, we don't have to compare to McAllen. We can compare to Los Fresnos. We can compare to San Benito. They're eating our
PI.
lunch.
They
They're
are
eating
eating
our
our lunch.
lunch.
They are eating our lunch. Bad swastika. It's a bad word, Mike. We were talking about a city in Nuevo León called Swaswa. A little
Oh,
black history in broadcasting. Back in the day, there was a radio announcer on the Matamoros AM radio station named Don Nico. He would call out politicos, corruption in each our border communities. He was the voice of the people on both sides of the river. We are lucky to have Erasmo Castro, a name that shall forever live in the hearts and lives like Don Nico. Thank you, Steve. My pleasure. Love you, Papa. Uh, Elbow Cup. This is my cousin. Finally, he's out there watching while he's fishing. Entrepreneur hub in a city who's not business friendly. That's exactly what Jessica was making us alert to.
right. I mean, and that's the point. The business hub was to make it friendly. It is one of the things that I mentioned to me. When I go block walk, what it's at the top of my list is to be your business ambassador to the city. In other words, I'm here to represent business owners, particularly the local mom and pops that struggle through this process. You're going to have an advocate with Jessica Puente Bradshaw. Whether you want to start a business, you have an existing business, if you are an area that needs a business, or a community that needs something there locally, something closer by. I mean, that's a lot of where my passion lies, and we have to be business friendly. Otherwise, we will not attract the tourism that we should be attracting. We won't attract, we won't have the economy that people need to be able to thrive and be able to either upgrade their home or have, the cars that they need, the transportation, all of those things. All of it depends on having the ability to provide for your family, and that happens through jobs or through being a business owner.
I agree. And let me say that going back to the permit in order to start business is something that we've experienced in regards to individuals wanting to come in and set up shop here, guys. Guys, they opt to go somewhere other than the city of Brownsville because of the permitting department. And one of the things that the mayor is going to tout this coming Saturday on the State of the City address is, how they've improved the permit process. And guys, I don't know what world he's living in, but it's not happening, folks. And if it is happening, it's moving way too slow for a lot of the individuals who are already seeking to start those businesses in cities like McAllen, Harlingen, Los Fresnos,
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, and stay away from Brownsville, guys. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is that they're out there saying. I go back into the words of Commissioner Neese yesterday in regards to the Casa de Nylon building and making these promises that they've been making for years now. Nothing has happened, guys. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened in the past 2 years when this idea was brought forth by Jessica. Uh, Nothing has happened in the 4 years that the commissioner has been there. It seems like it's just been a vendetta against individuals that that they had a hit list on. It's just very unfortunate. Let's see, Jessica. I saw your video about your neighbor putting one of your opponent's signs facing your home. What the heck?
I know, and it's you know, I think that, to be honest with you, it's fine with me if they, they maybe they're trying to change my mind as to who I should vote for city commissioner District 3. My neighbor and I, we have a history, and and it all stems from us trimming our own trees, if you can believe that. I guess they didn't like the sun coming through their windows because we were trimming our trees. But no, they did put that sign up there, and I will say this: it's a little disheartening. You're like, oh my gosh, it kind of like I don't know, Erasmo. You know how that feels? It's like a little punch to the gut, right? Like, well, maybe Erasmo doesn't ever feel that. He's very confident, but it's like, oh my gosh, you start worrying and second guessing yourself. Am I doing the right thing? But no, let me tell you, I've had some wonderful neighbors, and I have gotten phone calls, and I've had people stop by my house and saying, Jessica, what's that about? So it's actually backfired on my neighbors. They're now witnessing what I witness on a weekly, daily basis as far as living next to some certain type of people. They're like, no, esta señora está loca. So it's I don't know if you saw the video, Erasmo, but yeah, well, and you know what? I even had some neighbors say, what was that noise this morning? I said it was him clanking the poles into the ground, and so he woke people up at 9:45 in the morning, which they did not appreciate either. So you know what? It backfired. It's another sign that.
Yeah, I've never had someone sign real close to my house, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I my neighbors are not very very. I think one of my neighbors is a little bit on the political side. She seems to be a supporter, although one of those quiet supporters, which I can appreciate. They hardly place
Mhm.
out any signs. Every so often, you do see that but they've never had one of my opponent's signs on there, and I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, let me say is that I've had individuals sometimes contact me say, "That's what my neighbor put up a sign of your opponent. Come and put up a sign right here so they can see." I said, "No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that." But I appreciate.
No, exactly. No, you're right. That people were saying, why don't you put one of your signs up front? I said, you know what? Because honestly, I'd rather put my sign in a place that it's going to be more meaningful, where more people will see it rather than just my neighbor. Um, and so no, I'm just not a war. I'm just not a warring person, guys. I
Oh,
make love, not war.
I'm a warrior. That's my job.
I'm a disruptor, but I'm not a war person. I don't. You know what? I'm not here to start fights just for the heck of it. But I will stand up for rights, and wherever we need to have the whenever you need me to stand up for, that sort of thing. If I believe in the cause, absolutely. Good morning, Jimmy.
Homeless is a problem that can't be ignored. I know everyone is saying to just go get rid of them and drop them off in another city. That doesn't fix things. Well, I think one of the concerns for a lot of the individuals out there was that Harlingen, shut them down and sent them our way. Guys, that isn't very, very far fetched. That happens throughout the country, guys. Certain cities, they get together, they decide, you know what, let's close them up, and they ship them to the next community. And the reason I know that is because of South Park. And if it happens in South Park, it happens in real life. In South Park, that's exactly what the South Park did. They put them all in buses and they sent them to a neighboring city, guys. And again, guys, it's not that far fetched. It may sound funny that the Simpsons and South Park like are prophetic. They always seem to go into the future, but and it's not that they're prophetic; is that they're making mention of things that happen in their different communities out there that are represented by individuals who form part of these groups. So, guys, it isn't as far fetched as a lot of people may think. Something has to be done about it. Unfortunately for us, we seem hell bent to be out there, giving away our kitchen sink and refrigerator and everything else. individuals that are coming across the border without the proper legal documentation, that we've ignored our veterans and ignored the homeless situation here in the city of Brownsville. We can't, guys. We can't do that.
Right. No, exactly. And the reason, and like you said, they're making fun, they're making light of a serious situation, or they're bringing attention to it through comedy, is what, South Park. I don't watch South Park, but I have in the past, South Park, The Simpsons. And so it does occur. And how does this occur? They will pool money, the cities will pool money, or whatever, the city, it will buy actual physical tickets, give them the ticket, put them on a bus, and wave goodbye. And when you're homeless that way, I mean, you have a ticket and you're gone. um, it's not like there's a way for you to get back unless you find a bus ticket to get back to where you came from. And we do have, I know that there are a lot of individuals, very fine individuals in the city of Brownsville, through community organizations, through ministries, as you pointed out on your webpage at Erasmo, volunteer efforts, people who are willing to help. Like as you mentioned, a lot of them are veterans with mental disabilities. And some of these mental disabilities can be alleviated through proper nutrition, through vitamin therapies, things like that, through some counseling, through some self-respect. Self-respect meaning showers, a place to sleep. I mean, anybody who has slept maybe 7, 8 hours in a week, it's going to do something to your psyche, you know and being homeless and living in the streets, and getting just minimal rest is going to affect you. The heat is going to affect you, dehydration. And so there are lots of issues, and there are a lot of people in the city who do a lot to help. And so what can we as a city do to facilitate that and help with that? And there's some great programs out there. I remember speaking um, to someone at Good Neighbor, a settlement house, and they had some great ideas as things that were being done in other cities that we could possibly implement. But it all comes down to priorities, right? What is the priority of the current mayor, the city commission? Um, Rather than, in my opinion, taking our budget and spreading it out so thinly that nothing gets done to the fullest, I think it's a flawed perspective, or a flawed way that we've been doing things. I think a city commission with its mayor needs to have yearly goals and say, this year we're going to focus on whether it's roads, whether it's animal control, whether it's the homelessness issue. Let's really focus our energies on that, whether it's a year, 2 year process, and then repair that. One of the things that makes people really frustrated is that, for example, the public works, when it comes to the road paving and stuff, they do little chunks at a time all over this huge city. Nada dura. By the time they get this little half mile done, and then they go halfway across town, and then they come back to finish the other half mile for this one road that they did 3 years ago, that first part is already a disaster. So anyway, people get really frustrated. I don't think that we have not had directed goals in the city. And Erasmo, I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of days the city manager and the mayor currently will say, guess what our goals are for Brownsville this year?
Oh God, yes. Well, that
They'll start
happened.
talking about goals and goals, right? Because Jessica and Erasmo mentioned it this morning.
Yeah, and let me say that it tends to happen. And look, guys, at the end of the day, I think I'll speak for Jessica and myself. I think, guys, we don't care if they take our ideas, our suggestions, our recommendations. Just do it. Make it yours. Say that it's your idea. I don't care, Mayor Mendez. I don't care, City Commissioners. You could say that it's your idea and you brainstormed it and whatever. I don't care. Just do something. Unfortunately for us, they've done nothing. Nothing. What is it about this position that attracts you? Let me say, guys, it's not the first time that I've run for city commissioner in the city of Brownsville. What attracts me about the position, it is a position where actually change can be made, should be made, and it hasn't been made. Also, it gives us a platform. It gives a lot of us a platform in order to be able to speak what is concerning to a lot of the individuals in the city of Brownsville, where they have felt like they've had sand kicked in their face. And guys, one of the things that I spoke with Mr. Barrera last night at geezers of Cameron County is that more and more people are waking up and they're tired, guys. They're tired of
Mhm.
broken promises. They're tired of dreams that have been quelched, squashed by individuals who opt to line their pockets with your resources instead of the resources going to benefit the city of Browns as a whole. Jessica, what attracts you to the position?
Um, Great question, Marco. I would agree with Erasmo. My personality is such that I like to be informed. I like to feel that um, I know what's going on in my community, in my home, my family, and at the same time, I'm also, I mentioned earlier, I'm a disruptor, and really, that's that's a personality profile in business, and what that means is that it's a person who takes an idea or ideas and is willing to bring them in as fresh new ideas or whatever they are, and is not afraid of disrupting the status quo. This whole idea that that's how we've done it all the time. We've always done it this way. Not with Jessica. If it hasn't been working for years and years and years, then it's time to change it. And I'm not afraid to do that. And so, being a voice of reason, a voice of the people, as Erasmo said, many individuals don't have time to go and wait in line or stand and try to speak to their leaders, but they're happy to say, "Hey, Erasmo. Hey, Jessica. Hey, whomever. It could be your babysitting club leader. Say, will you go get this out because this is how I'm feeling?" Then I'm happy to do that. People are not being heard. That's one of the things that I hear at Erasmo as I'm out block walking. They're not listening. They're not listening. And if they are listening, they're not following through. Brownsville needs to be united. We need unity between the community and the leadership. And I say leadership in quotes. We need that unity, and a lot of people are not seeing that.
100%. Elon didn't mention his millions again, so much that uh, he's going to have to follow through somehow, guys. And I think that one of the things, it's very easy to spread out a tweet and say, "Hey, I'm dishing out some cash," and then say, "Oh, wait next week for details." I think the issue is that he just hasn't figured out. It's been a week and a half since the promises was made in regards to sending money down Brownsville way. Guys, we still don't know what that exactly means. What are the details? What are the caveats that he's going to include in regards to Brownsville getting that money, guys? So we don't know. I mean, was it done out of haste? Was it done to help out individuals who are now seeking re-election? I don't know, guys. But yes, you're right. We have yet to hear from Elon. Mike Pineapple is wise. I'm starting to see things from his view. Not too long ago, he said he cautions on what candidates say they will do because they will turn on you once they reach their goal. Carzano made excellent points in last night's discussion. That was a difficult topic to tackle. It was a difficult topic to tackle. And let me say, guys, again, uh, I've never said that Mike Pineapple is wise. I don't think I'd ever say that. Love you, Mike. But no, guys, I'm teasing. Mike knows I love him. Guys, but let me say, guys, one of the things is, and I'll say this again, we all don't have to always agree on everything, guys. We just have to agree that we can come into dialogue, guys. And look, I have a lot of individuals that say, "Well, that's what you are a Trump supporter," and I go like, "Okay, that's the way you want to categorize me. That's fine." Then I have other individuals like, "Oh, that's what you're a Biden supporter," and we're like, okay, if that's the way you want to categorize me as well, guys. And I don't play that type of politics. I don't play that little politic party card, guys. I just don't. I choose not to. That's my right, guys. I have different views, going all the way from pro-life into universal health care. It doesn't mean that I follow the to the beat of the drum of one party or the other. It just means that I am going to focus on the concerns, the yearns of the individuals in our community. And guys, in our community, we're going to fight that. We're going to find that we don't always agree on different topics, different points. And you're going to experience that tonight at 6:30, guys. Tonight at 6:30 is that I will be having a conversation with Rose Gowan and Mr. Roy de los Santos, guys. And it's going to be a humdinger. It's going to be a humdinger because despite the fact that we can't go out there and say things, because we need to be civil in the forum, we are given the opportunity to say, unlike my opponent, and tonight, guys, I will be facing two opponents. I will be facing two opponents, even though one of those opponents is Jessica put that Bradshaw's opponent. I will be facing two opponents because both individuals are part of the same corrupt political machine that has kept Brownsville in the dark for far too long. They're the same. So tonight at 6:30, guys, I will be facing two of my opponents.
Right. This is tonight's forum. I've made plans to be there. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But
Tonight,
no, you're right. So these will be on. I'm
tonight,
sorry.
tonight at 6:30.
Yes, at the Frontera Progressives, right?
Yes.
That's the. I'm laughing. I'm just chuckling because there's actually a history there. I'll share it with everybody. So last 2 years ago, when I ran for at large A against John Cowan, um, with the Frontera Progressives hosted a forum at the library, and Mayor Martinez and Charlie Kabler attended as the mayor candidates. Trey Mendez did not. And then they had so they had the mayor's one and the at large, and then for at large, John Cowan and myself attended. Ismael Hinojosa did not, and Carlos Guerrero had been out of town, so he did not attend. So we had two mayoral candidates attend, and the two at-large candidates attend. I attended that forum, um, and I thought it went quite well. I didn't have a problem with it. However, on their Facebook page, when they added, excuse me, the comments, they always ask candidates, at least previously, they would ask them questions and then they would post what their answers were to such. They listed me as I had no comment or I did not submit. And I remember submitting that information. Maybe it was like 15 minutes past their deadline, who knows. But anyway, I was shown as did not submit a statement. And I thought it was ironic that I had actually been at the forum, but however, on their images, on their graphics or whatever, I had not submitted. So I just thought, wow, okay. I guess it didn't matter that I showed up.
Well, I will say that I don't have a great history with progressives in this area, but I go to everywhere that I'm invited. What other forums are you going to be a part of, Jessica?
I know we have the geezers. I believe that's on Wednesday for me, and I'm excited for that. And then also we have the Cumbill, the Brownsville one. Well, it's changed its name. The affordable housing. When's that one? And then the Democratic Women's on Thursday, right?
Affordable housing, I think, is at on Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I think Democratic Women is a Thursday at
Thursday,
6:30.
right?
Today is Frontera Progressive at 6:30, guys. Again, I will be live streaming on my page, and I think that's it. And then
Gosh.
early voting starts on Monday.
And then early vote starts on Monday already.
Woo! I'm excited.
Oh, I need to get my calendar straightened out. So
I actually already put it up there. I put it up there. Does anyone know if they're letting people cross to Matamoros? To Matamoros, yes. From Matamoros, no. Yeah, I was in Matamoros this weekend. I plan to go sometime today. And again, people go like, "That's what stop saying where you're when you're going to." And I'll be going to Monterrey, I think, tomorrow.
what are you doing over there?
My my muela is in. My,
Oh, gosh, I better find out about now. Now I have the Geezer podcast at 7. I hope
yeah?
that's on Wednesday.
Oh, Geezers is out. Yes, at Wednesday.
I hope I'm not double
I
booked here.
Well, I think that they're going to only be on for an hour, Jessica. And I say that because I have worship on Wednesday. So at 6:50, I'm leaving the forum.
Pero ahora me preocupa lo de the other one. Dang it.
I think you could do both. I think you could do 6 to 6:50 and then skip over.
6 to 6:50 and then jump over?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah,
That happens, and that's the thing is that a lot of these events happen literally the week before, and I get it. People get upset because they invite you, and as a candidate, you want to attend, but it's like, you know what? Some people have things scheduled on their calendar even before the campaign started.
yes,
And so then you kind of pile things on, and I know that people get upset. I trust me, people get upset,
a little
and
bit.
but I try my best. I move things around. I may have to move them around some more.
Amen, sister.
Mhm.
You look so pretty
Oh,
today, Jessica. Almost as pretty as it.
oh. I can, Mike.
Love you, mate. Good morning, primo. Primo Saul. All the mom and pop stores in the neighborhoods are all gone. There are thing they're a thing of the past thanks to giants like Sam's, HB, Walmart. Well, let me say that there's here in Brownsville, in these types of cities, guys, like Los Fresnos and Harlingen, in our area. I mean, there's an opportunity for small business to prosper, guys. I've seen a lot of different shops, wanting to open here in the city of Brownsville. Part of the problem is the marketing of these businesses. So one of the things that I hope to do, guys, throughout uh, my excursions through the city of Brownsville and other cities in our area is to highlight a lot of the different mom and pop stores or businesses out there, guys. And I hope that everyone out there does the same. Please go out there and support local business, please.
Mm-hmm,
Can people ask great questions during the state of the city? That's what's needed. A town, no, where trade can be questioned. No,
Is the state of the city going to be all virtual this go around, or?
it's going to be recorded.
Huh.
Actually, they've already recorded it and they're editing it as we speak, and they're going to play it on Channel 4 actually on Saturday,
Oh wow.
which I don't know how the hell the city of Brownsville can afford to
Airtime.
airtime on Channel 4, guys. It doesn't make any sense unless they want again to highlight to benefit the incumbents in this race, guys.
I've always had an issue with the state of the city address because they are done during election season, and I've always thought, there I'm sure that there could be a better time that could be done. That way, people are not feeling like they're being brainwashed in
Oh,
some way.
it's an election ploy. It's definitely an
It
election
is.
ploy, 100%, and it shouldn't be. Again, why is it that the city of Brownsville is paying guys Channel 4 in order to air something that will probably want to benefit the incumbents and the other achichincle that's part of the corrupt political machine,
Chicle.
Roy de los Santos? Again, 100%, guys. Why? Again, guys, it's the same corruption, guys. They use the resources that they have in order to push forward their narrative, guys. And let me say, anyone that wants to believe they're bullcrap is full of crap. Jessica, what kind of people do you like to work with?
Great, Marco, you're just Team Jesus. I like to work with people that can be professional, obviously, people that can discuss issues openly and professionally and are not going to take offense to it and then want to take their ball and go home. Now, I can have a conversation. Let's just say, for example, Erasmo and I can have a conversation, and it could probably get somewhat heated, or we can have a discussion where we disagree. But you know what? At the end of the day, we've got to work together, come to an agreement, and call it, and yeah, forget about it. None of this. I'm gonna hold grudges. I'm gonna, I'm gonna make sure I sabotage this because I don't like you, and I didn't like what you had to say. And I have had, and I'll be completely honest with you, in my professional life, that's how I've always worked. Innovators, people who have ideas and bring them to the table, but they're not going to cry if their ideas aren't taken. And trust me, there are plenty of my ideas that have many times not been accepted. But I don't like backstabbing. I don't like backstabbing, talking behind people's back. You know what? If I can tell Erasmo, or I can tell the viewers, hey, you know what? Erasmo and I disagree on pizza versus spaghetti, or it's like, oh, let me go. I'm gonna go tell Erasmo. You know what? You can tell Erasmo anything you want that I said because if he's probably already heard it from me, he doesn't need to hear it as gossip. And I don't like people like that. So work with me, but don't necessarily work against me and don't sabotage me. Even if because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know. I've had people. I've heard from others saying that some people have said, I don't want Jessica to win, or I don't like Jessica because I wouldn't be able to work with her. I don't want to work with her. And anybody who comes to anyone with that attitude, then you know that they're not in it for the good of the people. They're in it for themselves and what they want and what's convenient to them. So I hope, long story short, Marco, I hope that answers your question. I
Yeah,
like people I can work with.
let me say that one of the things that is very important, and look, Jessica and I could probably fight right now and still call each other tomorrow and say, "Hey, let's go have a cup of coffee."
Hmm.
And guys, that's what we need in regards to leadership out there. We need individuals that don't have to agree on absolutely everything today, but tomorrow could go out there and have a beer together. Guys, life's too short in order to hold grudges, and our community needs individuals who seek leadership positions to take upon themselves leadership roles. And a leader, guys, does not act like a junior high kid or an elementary kid that picks up his toys and goes home.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Kid, you take a picture of the sign your neighbor put. I need to Photoshop Erasmo running it over in that scooter. Please, if you would send a picture to Mike or send a picture to me. Este,
Here's what I'll do. I'll do like a little quick live thing. I can take it on my iPad. I just walk outside right now. Everyone, excuse my house. We're in a construction mode. This is the front
yeah, it's
of
been
my
like that for like
house.
5 years.
What's that?
Nada.
I've been on construction.
You're losing Wi-Fi.
Weird that we're saying it.
You have horrible Wi-Fi. Yeah, just take a picture of it.
I'm
You
at
can send it. Yeah,
I'm at my front door.
we're losing it. We're losing you. You're freezing up. Uh, in the meantime, guys, yeah, we lost Jessica. But in the meantime, yeah, I figured that was going to happen. In the meantime, let me share with you uh, one of my campaign signs, guys. One of my campaign pics. Here we go. That is Erasmo Castro jumping over,
Scooter. Like,
jumping over Bendiga Rose Gowan side. Jesus, take the wheel. Bendigo Mike. I love this
I,
man.
I lost the Wi-Fi, but no, I'll send it over at Asmo. I'll send it over,
Please,
and then it would be too hilarious.
this is amazing. Amazing.
I love that. That was great, Mr. Pineapple.
That is hilarious, guys. Hilarious. Jesus, take the wheel. Me muero. Mr. Erasmo for commissioner brings a touch of class to my hood. Preach. Jessica, what has been the biggest challenge in your career?
Oh my goodness. I think well, it depends which part of my career you're talking about. I think that for me, my biggest challenge is having to remind myself that everything gets done a little bit at a time, rather than like, yeah, I like things to be done now, and because they don't, it frustrates me. And there's a fine lady in my campaign, friend now. She's just a great person, and she reminds me, Jessica, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And so always been a challenge because I have energy and I want to get it done yesterday. So that makes it hard.
And that's what gets all his facts from South Park. Ben Niece's Towley.
I don't even know what all that means. Connie, if you're listening, I don't even.
Towley. You need to Google that. That's hilarious, my chinteras. Oh my goodness. Towley. Commissioner Towley.
I'm like, move on. I don't even know what you're laughing at.
Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, if you give them more will come, they have their own network of letting other bums sit. Also gives them food and a warm place to sleep. We need to rid the city of them now before we are overrun. Let's take care of each other first. Jeez. When you win the commissioner seat, will you continue doing the show? Where does the precinct run from Erasmo? Erasmo's precinct is
The
citywide.
city, the whole city.
And you better believe your bottom dollar that I'll be out here, guys.
I love it. Yeah, and we would expect more to come.
Yes, I agree with Jessica. We need unity, but those in charge have different ideas from the citizens of Brownsville. That's why we clash. We have ideas that they shut us down, and only ideas they have is money in their pockets. Yeah, guys, most of the people are spending $100,000 plus for a non-paying position. It's been happening for years. We never stopped to realize something was off. The worst thing is that we kept voting for them. Come on, man, Jessica. Do you remember how much John Cowan spent on that race?
Over 100,000.
100 over 150,000.
Yeah. When I last checked, he was at over 110,000. But yeah, and then he just kept going, and that was unfortunate
It's
because it makes you wonder why, right?
it's unfortunate for the city of Brownsville.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, guys, for everyone here. Mayor Mendez spent over $200,000. North Kalansky spent way over $150,000, guys, for a non-paying position, guys. A non-paying position. And I like one of the posts that Mr. Velez put out there, guys. Alberto Velez, a candidate who will be on tonight at 9 p.m., put up a post yesterday where, commissioners get $10 per meeting. $10 per meeting, guys. And someone asked me, tagged me on that post and said, Erasmo, is this correct? And I said, absolutely. He is 100% correct. It pays nothing, guys. Pays nothing because $10 is nothing.
Mhm.
It pays nothing. But these individuals invest over $150,000, guys. And the only reason that they do that, folks, is because they expect to get something back from it. It's an investment for them.
Right. That is the only thing. And unfortunately, and I don't care who does it, who spends the 150, 110. The point of the matter is that when you spend that much money on a position that quote unquote doesn't pay, it makes you wonder where is the payment if it's not in per meeting or because it's a 9 to 5 job. Where is this investment? Because that's what it is. It's an investment. Where's this investment going? And it's really unfortunate because what also happens with that is that anyone who out of the goodness of their heart really and their wiseness wants to do right for the city but maybe doesn't have that kind of money to put into, and basically buy a car or a house to put into a race like this, then we're really taking people out of the game, and we're taking good people out of the game, people who cannot afford to play the game. And so, what I, for example, depend on is that I can play the game because I have time to play the game. And if people are willing and they are supporting me and helping me move forward in this game, then I will play as hard as I can because they're putting in, let's just say, the money through campaign donations, the time through help me put out signs, and then and I will, and that allows me the time to run and represent and walk and knock on doors, and that's what I've been doing. So we as a community need to support those that want to help the community, because those that can pay for it all, it really should raise some question marks and some red flags.
100%. Adon is correct. Déjame Erasmo. I'm wise. Yeah, wise. Is Jessica is the real deal. She is committed to making Brownsville a better city for all citizens. Vote JPB District 3. That actually rhymes. Vote JPB
JPP
District
just
3. JPB District 3. I agree. That's what we can agree to disagree, but I think to do what's best for our community is key now. As far as Trump supporter, I have respect for believing in your candidate regardless of party. Just be careful how far your support will go. Mm, is that one Gabriel with glasses? Vamos al Noa, 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 vamos a bailar. No. It should be a live show instead of showing it later after editing it out. I agree. Taxpayer money goes a long way. Yeah, I love South Park. Yeah, me too. Uh, yeah, thank you so much, Kat. I bet Charlie is trying not to get you on the commission by bashing you. Well, yeah, he's in Atkinson. Jessica, what has been the greatest success of your career? We got that one already, right?
No, he said, what has been the biggest challenge?
Okay, good.
The biggest success of my career? I've had so many careers. I think that, the fact that when I take something on, I I'm pretty successful at it, meaning I don't shy away. I find that to be a success. Some people think, oh, I made all this money, or no, I think that to be able to take on a challenge that you've never done before and be even semi successful at it is a success. No fear, guys. Fear is not in the spirit of God. So, no fear. Always do it, even if you've never done it before. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you've never run for office, if you've never been out there and been a voice, do it. Don't be afraid. Someone is out there and is feeling exactly what you're feeling, and you can be that voice too.
Yeah. I like Jessica's idea. She has my vote. Oh, good job.
Thank you, Hector.
Those commissioners can be in power for 34 years and more, like Eddie Lucio Jr., getting richer and richer. ¿Qué les pasa in Brownsville? Guys, we haven't learned our lesson, guys. People of Brownsville have not learned their lesson. It's very unfortunate. Regarding the position not paying, I remember Trey came out on the comment saying he has a business to run. He doesn't get paid a lot for this mayor, for this. All things he should took into consideration before running. 100%, guys. There's a scripture, a passage in scripture that says, it, "What man, starts building without, analyzing first, sitting down and checking, making sure that he's going to have enough to finish the construction."
Mm-hmm.
What's the top speed
Amen.
of the scooter, the standing one? Thinking of buying one. The one that I have is 18 miles an hour. I know that there's some that go up to 34 miles an hour. That's my next scooter, a standing one that goes up to 34 miles an hour. Why? Because why the hell not? Jessica, last words.
Thank you for having me on. Everybody, thank you for watching, and I appreciate your support. JPB for District 3. Jessica Puente Bracho for District 3 Commissioner. Remember, Election Day, May 1st. Guys, we need unity between the citizens and between our leadership, our government. Unity implies that we are listening to each other and that we are working together. And that is what Brownsville needs, and that is what I promise for the residents, the citizens, the community of the city of Brownsville and District 3. I'm there to represent you. Please spread the word. Tell everyone you know. Let's make this election a good one, and we'll see you. We'll continue to see you online and through these forums. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jessica. Guys, tonight, 6:30, guys, please be looking out. I will be posting on my page, guys. So please be watching for the forum tonight with Frontera Progressives, guys. Let's see. What's What's the brand? Mine is a High Boy. It's called a High Boy. Cheese, no, put NOS on the scooter. I wish. Let me tell you. I think at 35, 4 miles an hour, that's not enough. Voting machine fraud is easy, especially if you're a city official with authority to have hands on. Hopefully, this time it's going to be run by the county, so we'll see. But they don't have a good track record here. This was one damn good show today. Thank you, Hector. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
We will be watching the forum. Woo! Tonight, 6:30, guys. You can don't have to struggle much to find it. You will do it live on the scooter. Me mato. Guys, you will have the opportunity to see it on my page. So you don't have to be looking for it. And if you opt to go to their page, it's Frontera Progressives. Guys, at 6:30. And tonight at 9 o'clock, we will be having candidate for District 4, Alberto Velez, on tonight at 9 p.m., guys. So be here. Plan to spend a great portion of this evening with myself. And Jessica, I think you're going to be on as well, right?
That's the plan. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the
Guys, have
plan.
a great, great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, guys, please. please stop by and pick up a shirt at 1240 East Madison. Guys, if you have a laptop or a computer that you're not using at home, gathering dust, please send it my way. Still need books for Maggie's free book libraries, guys. Guys, be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. God bless.